Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. We're outside because we're in the heat of the summer, and we've got to talk about how you and your motorcycle can survive. I've got a few tech tips that will help you get by in that stop-and-go traffic, that rally traffic, possibly that traffic that is all held up early in the mornings. Here's some of the ideas that can help you get by. The first tech tip is, don't rev your motor while you're stuck in traffic. Yes, it makes sense that it would be circulating the oil, but all you're doing is creating more engine temperature. It's not helping things at all. My solution to the idea of stop-and-go traffic is let the clutch out, get going in first gear, and then pull the clutch in as fast as I can and glide with the motor at idle with the air coming over the motor. It helps cool the motor in this stop-and-go traffic. Here's the second idea. Tech tip from Harley-Davidson. They created some software to help you keep your motor cooler in the stop-and-go traffic. It's called Engine Idle Management System, and you can activate it or deactivate it from your motorcycle, and it's an easy process. What you have to do is, while the motorcycle is running, all right, turn your cruise control off and roll the throttle forward and hold it there for 3 seconds. You will see your cruise light come on green. That means you've just engaged the engine idle management system. The engine idle management system does 3 things to keep your motorcycle cool. Let's say you're in stop-and-go traffic and the software is activated. First thing it'll do is lower the idle even more. It wants less pulses of the engine so it can run cooler. It'll monitor the temperature in the engine temperature sensor. If the temperature continues to rise, what it will do is add a little extra fuel. Yeah, that's right, air-fuel ratio, adding more fuel cools the combustion. It'll keep monitoring that temperature. If it goes any higher, it will shut off the rear cylinder. Now there's a big advantage to that. 1, you only have 1 cylinder creating the heat. 2, the rear cylinder's between your legs, and that gets the most heat. So by then you get to cool down, it cools down, and all of a sudden I hear you out there saying, whoa, 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 Mike, what if the left lane opens up and I want to take off? I can't get going on 1 cylinder. Don't worry. The minute you start rolling on, rear cylinder kicks on and you're on your way in the wind and cooling down. Let me give you another tech tip to help you get through. Keep yourself hydrated. Before you go for the ride, get yourself some water and drink a lot of it. Cold water cools your core and keeps you cooler longer. Now, you and I, when we walk around downtown or in some nice area, we take a little bottle. If you're going to go on a long trip, make sure you bring plenty of water. It works the same way with your motorcycle. Harley-Davidson came up with a nice little accessory for all you touring machines from 2008 and above. They offer a larger capacity oil pan, so you can carry more oil. More water, more cool, more oil, more cool for your motorcycle. In fact, the capacity of a stock touring machine is 4 quarts. The added oil pan adds 1.5 quarts, so you've got 5.5 quarts. So you've got more oil in the pan cooling off while the other oil is taking the heat out of your motor and bringing it back. It's a fantastic consideration for your motorcycle if you do a lot of Patriot runs, if you do a lot of parades, 4th of July, or in stop-and-go traffic for your business downtown. Think about the larger oil pan. Now, this last tech tip is a personal one. I took a trip from coast to coast, and in Missouri, an old-timer said, hey, I can let you have a nice little tech tip that will help you be a little bit cooler. I said, hey, I'll take it. He said, do you have a bandana? I said, no. He said, well, get you one. I said, why? He said, here's a bandana for you, I'll give you. It's an extra one, nice little Harley-Davidson one. What you do is you soak this in water, cold water, all right? Then you spin it, put it around your neck, and do a knot. You wouldn't believe how much more cooler you feel. You feel so much better in the heat of the day. It protects the back of your neck, the evaporation cools you, and when you start getting uncomfortable, that's a good indicator it's time to get off the bike, let the bike cool down, and drink more water. These are just a few tips that will help you get through these hot days here in the summer. Please be careful, keep yourself hydrated, and let's have a fun summer. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.